Hey, what's up? It is your boy Dan here, and as promised, I came back and I'm going to show you one of the workouts that we put our transformation girls through right here inside my very own gym. Now, the circuit I'm going to show you is called a 45-15 circuit. So what that means is you have 45 seconds in terms of doing the work, and you have a 15-second rest, and that's usually spent going into the next exercise. The way I like to do these exercises is I like to pair up upper body with lower body exercises and kind of cycle between those, and sometimes I may add on a plyometric element to it, as we are going to be doing with this exercise or with this workout. And I do like to add some core exercises as well, although in my opinion the best core exercises that are out there are just compound lifts, so things like squats, deadlifts, and bench presses. Like anything that you can think of that is using as much muscles as possible, that is one of the best core exercises that you can do on your body. Yes, we do use direct core work, but we're not going to be doing it in this workout. Now, how to do this workout? I would actually go on your phone. Everybody has a smartphone. If you don't, then you can actually time your own circuits. But I would go on your smartphone and I would look for something called a high intensity interval trainer timer. You can search this out in the App Store. There are about, last time I checked, there are about like 50 different kinds. We have some free versions as well. I like to use Workout Muse, made by my boy BJ Gador, but you can choose whichever one that you want. And what I'm going to do is a sample circuit for you, and you can actually plug this into your own circuits. You're going to be doing about 5 exercises, and you're going to be doing them 4 rounds each. Okay, so that's going to last 20 minutes. And by the time that 20 minutes is done, you will have one of the best workouts you've ever done on your body by far. So let's get started. Alright, so let's get started. What we have here is a kettlebell, and I have some gliders for the last exercise. We are going to be cycling through 5 exercises. I'm going to go from a kettlebell swing to an offset push-up with the kettlebell. I'm going to be going into a goblet squat, and then I am going to be going into a row and using the gliders for the mountain climbers. Now what you're going to do is you're going to cycle through these for 45 seconds each. You're going to have 15 seconds rest to get into the next one, and all I'm doing is just demoing the exercise right now. Maybe in the future we will be doing some follow-alongs, but for now we're going to just be demoing them. So the first exercise is going to be a kettlebell swing. Make sure you get that nice hip hinge pattern. You're screwing your feet into the ground, keeping that trunk nice and upright, and this one's for my boy Chris Lopez. And we're just going to go back, swing up, squeeze the glute at the top, and keeping that chin up. Now, you're going to be doing that for 45 seconds. Afterwards, you're going to be getting into an offset push-up using the kettlebell. And what you're going to do is, when you get into this exercise, you're going to get into one side first, and then by the time you reach the next round, you're going to hit up the next side. So just stick on one side. I'm going to start with my right. I'm going to grab the kettlebell just right here, screw my hands into the ground, get my shoulder socket in, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. So after you're done 45 seconds of that, you're going to pick up this bad boy right here. Grip the handles, keep your toes. Screw your toes into the ground, screw your feet into the ground, elbows close to your body. You're going to drop down, keep your core tight, keep your trunk tight, and goblet squat. 45 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the second last one is going to be a row. I'm going to show you from this side right here. Get the left going a little bit. You're going to grip the kettlebell. Make sure you get that neural connection from your pinky, so you're going to be gripping with your pinky as well. That creates that nice neural connection with your lat. Making sure you're keeping your trunk up tight, even with 5 reps. I'm actually a little out of breath. It's perfect. I like to do a little bit of a staggered stance. Keep my hand right here, and go. Row, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that is it with the kettlebell. Last exercise you're going to do is with the mountain climbers, using the gliders. Now if you don't have gliders, I call these gliders, these are actually furniture movers. You can get these at your nearest Home Depot. And these are great for core stability and for mountain climbing, anything that has to do with these types of exercises. And the core, it's going to be stabilized. We're screwing our hands into the ground. Again, getting that shoulder socket in. Keep them up out of neutral. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And when you're doing the mountain climbs, you got to make sure that keeping your trunk as stable as possible. Try to keep your hips down. If you lift up your hips way too much, then you're going to be getting more hips into it, a little bit more of your lower back and not enough of your abs. The lower you can keep your abs to the ground, the more you're going to be using them. Don't forget to screw your hands into the ground and really tighten up that shoulder socket. So that is 5 exercises that you can plug into the 45-15. Again, like we talked about in the last video, fat loss is all about inefficiency. We would be doing this type of circuit for about anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks, and then we totally switch it up and do something totally different. Now, we're not going to get into the next exercise. Actually, we're not going to get into the next circuit, but what we are going to do is we're going to show you something that's missing from a lot of people's workouts, especially when I walk into gyms. People are just starting their workouts by hitting the treadmill, going down and going to the mats and doing some stretches. And honestly, I can't do anything but shed a tear for them. And tomorrow, or actually next week, what we're going to do is we're going to show you exactly the perfect way on how to start your workout. All right. So until then, take care and plug in these workouts, or actually plug in these exercises, or plug in any other exercise that you want into the 45-15, and let me know how it went. This is your boy Dan, and peace.